Hey everyone, my name is James Bowerman with the Real Creative Group, and this is your September 2022 Maryland Real Estate Market Update for Anne Arundel County. Alright, so we made it to September and the kids are back in school. Most people are done with their summer vacations and trying to get into a routine, seeing the weather shift, more leaves are starting to fall, and of course the real estate market is starting to slow down. So let's take a quick dive into the numbers and then I'm going to share my thoughts on where I think we're at comparatively, where we've been over the last 10 years or so, and what I think we're gonna see as we go through and finish out the rest of 2022. All right, as usual, starting with coming soon, we have 111 homes currently going to be coming on the market in the next 21 days or so. This is down slightly, about 7 compared to this time last month. Next, let's take a look at active listings. We only have 800 active listings currently in Anne Arundel County. This is down about 80 compared to last month, and overall about 11% decrease year over year from 2021. Currently, there are 1,089 homes under contract. This is down about 128 homes compared to last month and a whopping 35% decrease from last year. All right, and last month in August, we had 954 homes sold. This was actually up about 89 homes compared to the previous month, but down about 11% compared to last year. And next, let's look at days on market. I was really interested last month to kind of see where we would fall in August. My prediction is that it would go up, and in fact it did. We went up 2 days on average from 14 to 16 days, meaning it's taken a little bit longer for your home to sell. Now, most sellers are going to make an adjustment and reduce the price. We did see 392 price reductions in the last 30 days, which was a significant amount, but a little bit less than the previous 30 days. And lastly, the average sales price in Anne Arundel County was $523,991, which is up 6% compared to last year. All right, so let's dive a little deeper into these numbers and see what's going on this year compared to last year and even the last 10 years to really kind of get a sense of where things are at. It's definitely an interesting environment, a lot of things happening in the world, but I want to kind of put some things into perspective. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, you'll kind of have a better sense of what you think you should do. So when we look at home sales so far this year, from the 1st of January to the end of August, there was 6,745 homes sold so far, pretty much year to date. Compare this to 2021 when we were at 8,286 homes in that same time span. So we're down about 18% from last year to this year in total home sales during that time period. So all kind of indications are saying we're gonna sell fewer homes this year than last year. And here's why that's important, because we have not seen a decrease year over year in home sales since 2010. So that certainly explains why a lot of agents might be doing less sales and transactions this year, because less homes are selling. All right, so let's kind of put this in perspective and kind of take a look back at the last decade, right? So hop into the time machine with me. We're going to go back to 2012. Now, in 2012, through the entire year, we had 5,864 homes sold in total. So that number is still less than what we've sold year to date in 2022. However, let's look at the active inventory. So in August of 2012, there was 2,646 homes active for sale. Remember, we're currently at about 800 homes. So that's a big, significant decrease in the available inventory. In fact, at that time, it was 4.8 months of inventory. And the months of inventory means if no homes came on the market, it would take 4.8 months to sell that off. Now, it's almost 5. You consider that pretty much a balanced market where, you're gonna have, it's not a seller's market, it's not a buyer's market, it's kind of right in the middle. Now, let's look at where we are today, because this number has been going down since that time as far as inventory. So currently we are still in a seller's market. In fact, a very competitive seller's market, because we have less than 1 month of inventory, actually 0.8 months of inventory. So if no new homes came on the market in 0.8 months, everything would be sold. So it still kind of puts things in perspective, say, okay, even though we saw a slowdown and an increase a little bit, really it's still a competitive seller's market. Now, on the topic of active inventory, let's look back at June and July when we actually saw an increase in inventory this year. And the effect of that was that some buyers were able to go out and make offers on properties and not be in a bidding war. We saw sellers doing price reductions, and it felt different. We felt like the market had shifted, and it did. But September and even last month in August, we started to see the inventory go down again year over year. Now, historically, the last time we did see that increase in active inventory was October of 2018, and it lasted through May of 2019. So there is a chance that things might shift back and we'll see the inventory start to rise since we're close to October and typically things are slowing down. There's fewer buyers out there and inventory does creep up a bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that as we continue on through the rest of the year. All right, and lastly, I can't end this video without talking about interest rates because we did see the rates go up. We're currently at a national average of 6.08%, and this is pretty significant. It's the first time since November of 2008 that we got over 6% in terms of interest rates. So this will certainly affect the affordability for buyers out there. But it's important to remember that most buyers don't move because of interest rates. They move because they have to move. They move because of some sort of life event. But the people who don't have to move aren't going to go anywhere because they're sitting on a less than 3%, maybe low 3% interest rate, and they're not going to move because they can get a better rate. So they're going to stay put, which will affect the amount of inventory we do see come on the market. So the buyers who are out there, as is typical as we get into the cold winter months, they're going to be serious buyers. Nobody's out trudging through the snow looking at houses unless they're a serious buyer, especially if you're going to be in a 6% interest rate. So still, demand is high because supply is low. So I do expect to see some serious competition still as we go through and finish out the year. For example, my last listing we put on the market, competitively priced, looked really nice, and we had over 40 showings in the first weekend and ended up getting multiple offers and well over asking price. And I just listed a property today. We'll see what happens with that, but already we have over a dozen showings scheduled on that one. So again, I think the serious buyers are going to be out there competing. They're not going to mess around because they need to move. So we'll see what happens. All right, everyone, I hope this was helpful and valuable information for you. If you have any real estate questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment below and I will get back to you. If you're thinking about buying or selling, I would love the opportunity to help you, especially if you're one of those sellers right now who is just not seeing these results as you might have expected. I'd love to consult with you on that and see what we can do to get your home sold. Thank you again so much. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you again soon.